Hi, I'm Kendall with the Rawls Group. The old African proverb, "it takes a village," illustrates the essential nature of a team approach to succession planning. Succession planning is a complex endeavor. As such, it requires leveraging the expertise of a diversity of backgrounds. Collaboration and different expert opinions provides a 360-degree approach, ensuring the possible, probable, and potential issues impacting your long-term vision are addressed. To provide insight into common questions received from business owners, we are leveraging the village of our valued strategic relationships. As you listen to this episode, you'll be able to immediately apply the key takeaways and you'll come back for more. Now we're going to focus on what does the new normal look like for industries that rely on customer interactions, such as franchise, food, retail, and dealerships.
Hi, my name is Kim Kraemer, and I'm a CPA and director at Citrin Cooperman within the firm's accounting and consulting practice. Today I'm going to discuss what the new normal will look like in industries that rely on customer interaction. As we hope many of the changes and restrictions will be temporary, the reality is that many of these changes are here to stay. For industries such as the QSR and restaurant industry, we will see a continued increase in the demand for delivery and curbside pickup, as well as the need for improvement in technology and efficiency to handle the increased volume in these services. Customers and regulations will also require the need for increased outdoor seating. For more high-end restaurants, your customers may also expect to see improvements in the packaging for takeout orders in order to provide a product that maintains the temperature, crispness or moisture, and presentation of their meal. We will see an increase in sanitization behaviors and procedures to ensure the safety of your customers as well as your staff, providing all employees with personal protective equipment, wiping down counters, tables, and registers after every use, the use of disposable or contactless menus, and stricter processes for food handling. As many of our QSR and restaurant clients have experienced, the issues with supply chain and being able to obtain the food and resources they need to keep their business in operation has been an issue. We may see an increase in supply chain transparency and tracking, as well as potentially an increase in the use of domestically and locally sourced foods and supplies. As for other industries with high customer interaction, such as the retail industry, we would expect to see an increase in online shopping in order to avoid interaction with too many people. We haven't seen an increase in trend of online shopping, but the trend has spiked during the pandemic and may continue on this trend for the foreseeable future. Although fewer in-person customers will mean fewer transactions, which may make it hard for owners to cover their costs of operating a store, the shift will cause retailers to consider their cost base and their need for brick and mortar retail space. When consumers do begin to resume in-store shopping, enhanced safety regulations such as face coverings, hand sanitizer required before handling merchandise, new procedures for handling garments taken into fitting rooms, etc. will be enforced. Other highly interactive businesses such as gyms, nail salons, massage parlors, hair salons, which have high level of customer interaction with employees, will need to improve on their safety and sanitization procedures as well. Different from retail locations, social distancing can better be managed in these types of businesses, and a limit to the number of people that you would be exposed to. Each business is going to have a different roadblock that causes them to rethink or revamp the way they're operating. There is not a one-size-fits-all solution and answer to how businesses will operate in the new normal. The key during these times is to be flexible and know that you're not alone. Make friends with your fellow business owners, bounce ideas off of each other, and we will all come out of this stronger than we were before. Thank you and have a nice day.
A lot of the clients we represent are in the franchise world, and many of those are restaurant clients, and many of those are in malls. And what the new normal looks like for them in the mall context is businesses that are either not able to operate at all or are able to operate sometimes with less capacity and in smaller populations working their way through the malls. They are having a very, very difficult time, both with requirements to pay the rent and with trying to stay open and be able to pay their day-to-day costs. If they're outside of malls and their restaurants, they tend to be able to operate on a delivery basis, and they have slightly better operations. Some of our clients in other industries are having a great deal of difficulty based on regulations in their states, whether they're gyms or estheticians, cosmetics companies, any of them are having difficulty in being able to maintain their client base.
Really interesting question. I think the first thing that comes to mind when we talk about what the new normal is, is flexibility. That's the magic word. We've all had to redevelop processes and procedures to basically deal with all the changes that have been going on. I mean, you know, I've had to stop shaving, cutting my hair, for example. But even Mother Nature's messing with us, whether it's throwing murder hornets or meth gators at us. This is going to continue to evolve. To think that we found what the new normal is just silly. There's going to be more policy changes, more things come down the pike, and your business needs to be flexible to accommodate those changes. As far as customer interaction, I think it's critical for every business to communicate what they're doing to protect the safety of their customers. What are you doing to accommodate government policies coming in? It's all about building trust with your customers and making sure that they can trust you to keep them safe, I think, is at the core of future success. It's all about building trust and staying flexible.
Thank you to our strategic partners, The Village, for participating and sharing your perspective. Do you have a burning question you want to discuss with an expert? Feel free to submit it via the Ask an Expert link featured on the page. Continue to listen to this series now or come back later for more. Each question featured may want you to learn something new.